Welcome to NASA Engineering SA. As you can see, we're a local manufacturing company and we're well and truly alive. We have been manufacturing rock drills and rock drill spares and their ancillary equipment for a number of years now. All our raw materials are sourced locally and we manufacture 100% of the product in-house. We convert those raw materials, local raw materials, into completed product in terms of rock drills and the ancillary equipment. We have been manufacturing rock drills and rock drill spares since 1981, and we support the local market within South Africa and within the region. We also support the local quarrying and civil engineering industries with rock drills and the equipment that goes with that, and for the automated machinery within the coal industry. Our other products include supplies that we manufacture for the trucking industry in terms of gearboxes and the ancillary equipment that goes with that. We have some strategic customers where we supply spares and then they do complete builds of their own equipment. But we are working with them to manufacture the products, the parts that they need to do their assemblies. We manufacture components for the trucking industry that's used in the grain carriers and the associated equipment that's linked to specific truck industry for that particular application. So our principal markets are in South Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, up into Central Africa, and then we do major exports also into South America and North America. In Sub-Saharan Africa, we certainly do Namibia, South Africa being our major customer at this stage within our own market, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia, and a little bit up in Tanzania and Kenya. Our principal machine into Zimbabwe is the S36 Konkola. It was a machine that was specifically developed for the Zimbabwean and Zambian markets. It's picked up tremendously there. There's a fair working population within the Zimbabwean context, and we are their principal suppliers of all the equipment that they need for the Konkola, the ancillary equipment and the ancillary equipment that goes with it. Zambia, it also involves the S36 range of equipment, which include both Konkola and the S36 IR. And then as well as that, one common thing within the Copperbelt and into the DRC area is the handheld rock drill. We pride ourselves in maintaining OEM specification levels. At the OEM specifications, we are ensuring that there's an optimum performance and life cycle of both the overall product as well as individual products within the equipment that we supply. That's the first thing. The second thing that's probably just as important is the fact that we're competing against alternative product that does come out from both within South Africa and as imports. We are encouraged to manufacture the items to an OEM spec just to ensure longevity within the life of the machine, and obviously to cover its principal objective is to drill holes. On noise levels, local legislation requires our equipment to not exceed 107 dBA during operations. With the research and development that we've done over the last 5 to 6 years, we've successfully managed to keep the noise levels well below the 107 dBA levels, and we actually certify each and every single machine that leaves us at NASA, and we find that our levels based on current measuring systems ranges between 104 and 107 decibels, so we're well within the boundaries of legislation. There is a concern within South Africa about the high unemployment levels, and from our perspective, just as one of our mandates within our organization is to be able to manufacture a local product using local input sourcing and to support a fair portion of our local and regional markets where there are difficulties. And we just feel that we're in a position where we can encourage that kind of mindset, where we want people to use a local product as opposed to just basing it purely on the fact that they can get an alternative product cheaper. We prefer to work on the concept of cost effectiveness rather than just mere price. Based on tests that we've done, we've certainly tested the competitive product, And we are satisfied that our product far exceeds the overall performance based on a cost-effective basis, where our product is more cost-effective than the alternative product. And we're comfortable with the fact that that's the way we should drive the OEM product. Our current client base and the market that we share are all very comfortable with the overall performance of our product. And whilst they're aware that we may not be, in most cases, the cheapest product on the line, we are certainly the most cost-effective. I think it's important from an OEM perspective to encourage the end user to use the OEM equipment purely because we believe that you're going to get the life cycles out of the components within the machine. Those parts are readily available locally. They're manufactured to OEM specifications, and we get the longevity of life and the kind of life cycles that you expect to get out of the machine. This all results in more efficient drilling, more competent drilling from the operators, and just a general better efficiency in terms of the drilling, as opposed to using alternative parts which may be somewhat cheaper, but giving you a situation whereby the machines are repaired more often than they should, one. Two, they're in a position where substandard parts last a lot less, and that creates a whole lot of downtime and inefficiencies. Our strategic approach to how we have in terms of a customer-supplier relationship is to create a partnership. The partnership working both ways for both client and ourselves. And the rationale behind that is that we support each other, and there's a clear understanding of what the client's needs is versus what we are capable of doing, and we try and integrate those two philosophies together to create the partnership. And it seems to work for us, certainly within the bigger organizations to which we are affiliated to. We have worked in conjunction with the major mining houses, where we've done a lot of research and development work in conjunction with them. We've worked in conjunction with them and the DEMR and the other authorities to ensure that we meet sound level, noise levels as per legislation. We've made sure that we can give them longevity of life in terms of the individual parts. We've made sure that we have supported them in terms of the appropriate training and appropriate tooling, visitations to the mines to ensure that they are maintaining the machines to the standard that we set for them, because we know that it's going to be advantageous to them in terms of their overall drilling programs.